Hello, and welcome to Press Start, your weekly video game podcast right here on Rabbit Hole Media, episode 35.2. This is going to be a weird episode for you today this week, because we've just recorded this and it fucked itself up. So we're going to try and do it all again.
We're going to have a natural conversation.
No, we're not. That's not what's going to happen.
No, let me finish the sentence. We're going to have a natural conversation in an unnatural way.
So here's what happened, right? We've been here for a while. We recorded a spoiler cast for Captain Marvel, which is already on the channel. Got that bit right this time, you see?
No, you didn't, because you said Captain Marvel.
Fuck! Oh no! I'm so proud of myself.
He means a spoiler cast for Endgame, which will be going up. Which, by the time you've seen it, will have gone up yesterday.
See, but last time I said it would be up later. See?
Yeah.
Either way, and then we recorded some press start, and we spoke for about half hour about Days Gone. Mm-hmm. And then we moved on to news, and then the computer just turned off. Just turned off. Hasn't recorded anything. The power cable seems to be not plugged in properly. Which, by the way, how did it last as long as it did?
I don't know.
In that state.
I don't know. It's been on for 3 hours or so, yeah.
So now we've got to somehow redo this.
We've got to have a faux genuine conversation about Days Gone again.
Oh, I don't know where to start. I thought I did. I was like, let's go for it. And then I was like, now I thought about it again. So actually, I don't know how we do this.
No.
I am Kristian Lasham, one of your hosts. And once again, twice today, joined by Jack Netley Thompson.
3 times.
3 times.
Hi.
Fuck yeah. Indeed. Our relationship is growing.
You did touch my penis.
I did touch you. Oh, so this chair is
horrible.
A disaster.
Yes.
Jack.
Yep.
What's new with you in the world of video games?
I played a bit of Forza.
Oh, did you play Forza? All right. How was that?
I like Forza.
Yeah. Do you know, I'd really like Forza if we got it on the PS4. This is far funnier for us than it is for anyone. Anyone watching or listening is going to be like, what the fuck is going on at Rabbit Hole this week? Well, we're there. This is what we're doing. We're trying to be professional.
Try to be professional. It's not going very well. Played Forza. Maybe if things are going the way we think they're going, we'll get Forza on the PlayStation.
Who knows?
Soon.
We're quite good at predicting all this video game lot.
I'm not going to go into Endgame stuff again. That took up way too much time. So, I've also been playing Days Gone.
Oh, that's strange. I didn't know that had come out.
Other than the fact you did the unboxing.
Oh.
Fuck technology, right in the arse. Anyway, Days
Do you know
Gone's
what's
alright.
actually really the most disappointing about this entire thing? There is no recording of our perplexed blank faces as everything turns off and then going, oh no.
Oh, I wish that was recording.
I know. Maybe we should start recording on that for backup.
Before my PC shits itself again. That was the most heart-wrenching thing.
I know, because it wouldn't turn back on. It was like, what's happened?
Is this the end?
Game.
Don't start.
Okay.
So Days Gone.
How are you finding Days Gone?
I'm quite enjoying it.
Strangely, so am I.
Is there any news?
Right. Here's the thing about Days Gone. Let's just get it out there. It's not going to be the same in-depth conversation. It's not going to be. We can't force that. Let's just give an overview, shall we? First of all, the reviews have been poor.
They have
so
been.
far, off your... How many hours did you say?
About 5.
Cool, and I'm about 3, maybe 4. What are your initial impressions of Days Gone?
I'm enjoying it. It's fucking... Why are you...
Because it's fucking funny, I'm sorry. It's funny.
It's a very pretty game. Very pretty game.
Do you know, actually, we didn't talk about that enough, and actually it is a very pretty game. It's a very pretty game. It looks really... As you say, it looks really nice in the day. The HDR on it is really fucking good.
Yep. Yeah, HDR is incredible on it.
Character mods, I said, are really nice, and I like the clothing is very detailed and textured.
The bike's very detailed.
The bike is great. Yeah, it's just nice
the
to look at.
animations and stuff, of the melee combat and stuff like that. The way that when you hit someone, they actually stagger. If they get their first melee hit on you, you stagger and you're on the back
have you
foot.
noticed that you take
physical damage? Yeah.
Like we noticed in the Last of Us 2 gameplay, it looked really cool. Like there's a bit where he gets shot and he's got a genuine graze and whatnot. And
Yeah.
things. Yeah, I like those kind of things. It's cool.
Yes, me too. The crafting system I like is just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, the weapon was really nice and easy to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually works really well. It's really easy.
And it's one of those menus where, like, if you know where things are, you can just fucking
you can do it
really quickly. So if you want to change gun, just go blam.
The only thing I don't like about it is it's not particularly good at showing you what you currently have equipped.
No, not really. No.
It doesn't show you what you currently have equipped, and there's no shortcut for changing weapons. You have to go into the weapon wheel.
Triangle.
Really? Holy shit! I just
Hold
learned
triangle.
a thing. Okay.
That's another thing I didn't mention. Actually, I don't like that you have to hold. I have
to hold everything.
I don't like controls where you have to hold the button for absolutely fucking everything. Yeah, because you're just like, oh my god.
That was one of my big problems with Metro.
Yep, I've had a lot of times where you hold square to get on the bike, he'll just pick it up and let go and it will just fall over again. You're like, why didn't you get on it, you bastard?
You have to pick it up. If it's been fallen over, you have to pick it up before you can do anything to it as well.
Yeah.
You have to pick it up to repair it.
But a lot of the time, one thing I didn't know that could happen is freakers can jump and take you off the bike.
Yeah, so can predators. A wolf fucked me up like that once.
Oh, really? I have had zero combat with animals.
Really? It's only wolves I've come across.
I've
not
killed deers.
But one fucking took me off the bike once.
I killed deers, but that's just for meat and stuff. I've never had any predators come at me. At first I thought you were going to say like it's a type of freaker or something. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
No, I don't. Not like
that's another thing. I don't like things like that in zombie games, like different types of zombies and stuff.
They don't seem to have a huge amount of that.
It's very... There are some.
There are to an extent, but it doesn't seem to be a huge difference between them. Like, there's the newts, which are obviously kid ones.
Yeah.
And then there's...
That I don't mind.
There's swarmers, which seem to be like the standard ones.
Yeah.
What else is there?
There are bigger ones.
Oh, are there? I haven't come across those.
Neither have I, but I've seen like footage and stuff of them.
Okay. I know you can get...
apparently they're quite few and far
between. You can get freaker animals as well.
Can you?
Yeah.
So that's quite cool. So I like that.
I haven't come across
and the neat things is fine because obviously, like, kids are going to get...
Yeah, it's a virus. It's an infection that's
kids
happened.
Are going to... And they even said that people were a bit outraged.
People were being dickheads about it and freaking out about it.
Yeah.
Like, well,
kids would turn.
Yeah.
And you would obviously have to kill them. Mm-hmm. Like, it would happen.
Yeah.
So, quit your bitching. I don't like suppressors break, actually, either.
Yeah, I didn't even realise that's what happened. Just mine disappeared. I was like, what the fuck happens because your suppressors broke?
Yeah, it does tell you.
I like the looting system from vehicles, how you can pretty much search every fucking vehicle.
Yeah, you can open the bonnet and get scrap, or there's usually stuff in the trunk.
Some of them have an alarm, which is annoying.
Obviously, and with like emergency service vehicles and stuff, there's like from police cars you're going to get ammo, and ambulances you're going to get med stuff.
Yeah,
I like stuff like that, and usually there's a fuel tank in the back of a pickup or a truck or something. Like there's a system you can learn, sort of thing. Whereas just general cars are going to give you like there's just stuff, but there is a system you can learn. I tend to only, other than ammo and such, I tend to only loot from people. I tend to leave everything just because of this trophy.
It auto loots ammo.
Yes, from people.
From people,
yeah.
Auto loots from people, which is handy.
But the fact that you have to hold square to pick everything up is really annoying. But no, as a whole, I'm really enjoying it. The story, as I said, like, well, I won't go into so much detail, but the whole different storylines completing this whole mission thing is a bit cumbersome and weird. What we said before
was it's a solid open world survival game, very similar to formula to things like Far Cry, and it does it competently and does it well. We both agree the reviews are a bit harsh, but we haven't played enough of it to form a solid opinion. So of course
it might get really old.
It might get really old really quickly, or some stupid shit might happen. I saw it. Did you see people freaking out about one of the lines of dialogue?
No.
So there's a bit where there's a flashback to Deacon's wedding, and at the wedding, she says to him as part of her vows, "I hope you ride me as much as you ride my bike."
Your bike? Yeah.
Fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right. Some people have been freaking out about it, saying it's unrealistic.
Why?
I know it's unrealistic. It's sexist. Blah blah blah. No, it's not. It is a loving, intimate couple joking between each other. That's what it is, and it's fine. Greg Miller tweeted about it, saying that it actually makes even more sense than that, because there's another bit later on in the game where there's another flashback where they're talking about the wedding vows, and she says to him, as long as you don't make some kind of joke about riding me like your bike. So then there's a different flashback to the wedding. She makes the joke. It actually makes even more fucking sense as a realistic piece of dialogue. People need to chill the fuck out, basically.
Well, people need to take things in context,
Yeah.
as opposed to just fucking blowing up about everything. People blow up about fucking everything, and that's why I think we live in the worst time.
Yes, we do.
I would quite frankly rather live during a war.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically we do.
I'd rather live during the end
Technically we
game.
have. I'd rather live this. So would I, though. Let's be honest. Could you imagine just like, I'm good with a baton. You're in. You're in. I mean,
Thanos will fuck you.
that's fine, but I'll be there when Spider-Man swings on clouds and stuff like that. A meager criticism.
Maybe he was swinging on Thanos' ship.
That's quite a weight.
Yes,
You would have hit the ground by then.
but still, it's plausible. Anyway, we're on to the wrong podcast.
But yeah, no, there was a bit with the camera panned away of him swinging, and you just there is nothing about him. But I didn't care because it was amazing.
Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man, if you will. Anyway, yeah, I'm enjoying Days Gone.
So am I.
There's some good bits, some bad bits. The fuel economy is fucking terrible.
Yes, it really is. Like I think that should be patched. That's
yeah,
bad
there
enough
needs
to be
changed.
patched.
It needs to be changed.
It's bad enough to be patched.
Oh, here's something we didn't talk about. The dialogue options.
Oh yeah, they've gone.
They've gone. So in all the fucking pre-release stuff, there were dialogue options where you could choose to do certain things, and they've gone. And
I imagine it's because they just couldn't get it to work.
Again, I saw something on Twitter about it. Someone tweeted saying, "Oh, it's really weird. When I first started playing this game, they were like a press person. It had these dialogue options, and now it doesn't have them. They seem to have taken it away after the beginning of the game. And what I think what's happened, the game's been patched, and it's been patched out of them for some reason, either on purpose or by accident. And maybe they don't even know. Maybe everyone at Ben's going, I hope everyone enjoys our dialogue options and doesn't realise they've fucking taken them out." But yeah, it's really weird.
It is really strange. Maybe it was just because they couldn't get the story to work with all these different options.
Maybe, but even then, like, it feels like it needs them. So, like that bit that we were talking about, which is the beginning where the guy's being left, it feels like you should be making that choice because of the way it's presented.
The way it's presented, and then the way it just snaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should just... It does feel like you were just made a choice, but obviously you didn't get the choice. But I need more practice with the gunplay, as it were. I don't really use guns and stuff.
Yeah, I honestly have had no problem with that, but some people get on with some mechanics better than others. So
yeah, exactly. I seem to have less of a problem with the bike than you do. I mean, it's not great. Like, I'm not going to stand and defend the bike mechanics. Although the reviews of this game are so weird. I've never had such contradicting reviews before.
Yeah.
Like
Colin Moriarty loves it as well.
Yeah, I think it was the IGN review that said the beginning of the story drags and then it kind of ramps up towards the end and it gets better. I had another review saying like it kicks off really well but then overstays its welcome. One of them saying, I think it was IGN again, saying I really like the bike controls. One of them saying it's just floaty as piss.
But again, I think this is people going in with... The problem is that we've been spoiled by Sony's games recently.
Yep.
So people going in with different attitudes to it. And aren't treating it in a bubble, as you say. It's not being treated as its own product.
It is all opinion, but I've never had one that's just... They all come out at the same sort of level, 6.57 type thing.
Reasons.
But for completely opposite reasons. Yeah. It's so weird.
It's bizarre. It's very bizarre, right? This is definitely going to be a shorter episode of Press Start.
Yes, it is, because we've had... It's been...
There ain't much we can do. Like,
No, we fucked it.
It's really... What's not our fault?
Well, I know, but it's still... We fucked it.
But it's really hard, like, to have that kind of conversation a second time.
Yeah, no.
In the space of half hour. Basically impossible. Overview, put it this way. It's a fairly solid open world game with some bits that work really well, some mechanics like physically work really well, some of it not so much. Interesting characters that are well performed, really good visual performance. I think I've had no performance issues or anything like that. I
had a couple of frame rate issues, but that is I clearly shouldn't have done a thing.
Okay.
And it didn't deal with it very well. Like I was like, oh no, okay, I miss, because I actually find the roads really hard to see.
Okay.
A lot of the dirt roads, and it was like, oh, you want to go right, so I look for a road that goes right, because obviously you get the waypoint, and one just doesn't appear, so I take the next one and it's the wrong one. You're like, where was this fucking road? So I'm like, oh, it wanted me to go over there, turn right. I'm like, oh, that's a drop.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, ooh, and it was like, oh, I don't know how to process this. Boom, and then it was fine again. But yeah, I also another performance thing was I got on my bike and I was like, is my bike working?
Oh, you had no sound.
No, I had no sound for it. But have you taken the advice of coasting downhill?
No, I have realised you can coast. And that's
just coast downhill. Yeah.
I figured out anyway, you don't need to be, it's not like a typical game, you haven't got to hold R2 to move forward, you will coast.
You'll coast for a while, yeah.
So yes, which is good, it's good. And it's analogue on the trigger, so you haven't got to be
holding it, no, you can cruise slowly, yeah.
Some news! Oh wait, did I rigmarole yet? This is Press Start, your weekly video game podcast, right here on Rabbit Hole Media. You can follow us on Twitter at rabbithole_UK. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, where you can see us anytime you wish. You can follow us on Twitch at Rabbit Hole Media. And you can subscribe and follow us on multiple different podcast services on and around the internet.
Indeed.
And of course, if you like what we're doing and you'd like to support us, you can head to streamlabs.com/Rabbit Hole Media /hashtag/merch, where you can buy a large assortment of merch, both Rabbit Hole, Press Start, and Animate One, for your fancy, to help us. Do you know what is really nice?
What?
This one doesn't have the wrong backdrop in it.
That's true. That's true.
Although again, we missed that brilliant moment. Some news. 2 news stories. PS4 surpasses. Fuck it. Help me. PS4 surpasses 96 million units sold. Sony announced that the PS4 sold 2.6 million units during Q4 of 2018, bringing its 2018 total sales to 17.8 million. Its lifetime sales now sits at 96.9 million. Sony expect to sell another 16 million units this year, which will put it above the PlayStation 1.
Yes.
One thing I was going to say about this story, which I didn't
before the PC up and died.
Yes, is I'm impressed how many units are still selling. Because 2.6 million units in the last 3 months.
It's pretty insane.
Is insane on a console that's towards the end of its life. Talking of which, during Sony's latest financial reveal, they confirmed that the next-gen console, PS5, will not launch within the next 12 months, and that they intend to use profits from the previous year's console sales to fund the production costs of the new machine, which implies to me that the machine is done. Pretty
much done, at least, yeah.
And again, I was talking about dev kits, saying that dev kits are hitting publishers this week.
Yep. Yeah, I imagine we'll get it before, the way they say before April. We might get a first-time summer.
A first-time summer, yeah. Because they said not within 12 months. But I
imagine it'll still be November.
Yeah, it'll be November. I think that's most
realistic time. I reckon they want to get all of their games out on PS4 without
definitely
PS5 being a factor. So I reckon they want to get The Last of Us out this October.
Yeah,
I'm believing rumours. It's a very solid, solid and makes perfect sense rumour for The Last of Us to be out in October, and then I imagine this slot, Days Gone, God of War slot, will probably be Ghosts, and then. Or maybe even Death Stranding.
I think either is interchangeable, Death Stranding or Ghosts.
And then later in the year
will be the other one.
Maybe September, October we'll get the other one.
Yep.
And then the console will come out. Probably with a lot of these games
ported.
Probably.
Although I don't know how necessarily it will be, as supposedly it's backwards compatible. So I think a lot of this era we're in now, where everything's getting remastered all the time.
Well, I imagine they could still release a PS5 version.
I think what's more likely is, if you play them on your console, you can buy a patch. You can buy an upgraded patch to run it at higher frame rates and higher specs and whatnot, and blah 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 blah. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something they went down the lines of.
They might do that, but it wouldn't work that well on a disc.
Why not?
Well, I guess it would.
There's no difference. It would be way too. 7 has a different update on the X.
It'd be too big though.
Oh, it'd be massive. Because it's like Forza Motorsport 7 has a different update on the X and Forza Horizon 4 for 4K texture packs, and it's like double the size. But then all the textures in 4K as well, and the game looks like 10 times better. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something they do. It would be big, but potentially in theory these hard drives can be bigger anyway. Like
they have to be bigger. They absolutely have to be, because, like, we all know. Did we ever talk about the diskless Xbox being confirmed?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we mentioned that. The fucking hard drive. This is the dumbest console they've ever released.
Yeah.
It's
Massively
more
so.
expensive than ones with same size hard drive, same spec with a disk drive.
Yeah.
More expensive, and you get less.
And for £30 more than that, you can buy a 1 terabyte console that comes with 3 games.
It is 1 terabyte, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just saying though. But for £30 more, you can buy a 1 terabyte console anyway that comes with 3 games and a disk drive for an extra £30.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you can
like,
get the terabyte one with a disk drive for less.
Yes, yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so stupid. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and the terabyte is too small.
Yeah, especially if they are 8K and stuff. It's because 4K files are huge anyway. So.
There won't be any 8K files.
No, but if they want it running in 8K, it's going to be high fucking spec. It's going to take more data. Simple as that.
Yeah, no, but the games won't be 8K. The console will be capable of running 8K, but the games won't be.
No, but my point is, it's going to be fucking huge. So you need more space.
2 terabytes is the absolute minimum.
Agreed.
Absolute minimum.
Agreed.
I mean, I wouldn't. It would cost too much to do, but my go point would maybe even be 5.
I think it is a cost point that's the problem. But
yeah, of course. 5 terabytes is a lot.
If they're
of
smart
money.
about it, though, they'll make sure that the hard drives are modular again, so you can put your own hard drives in if you want, and expandable. Because you can expand a PS4's memory so easily, both an internal or an external hard drive. You can expand either, so...
It's not that advisable to do it internally. It's doable, but it's ill-advised.
But
just because you're going to have a hard time.
But it is doable, so...
Especially if something goes wrong, you have to void the warranty to be able to do it.
No, you don't, on the PS4. You don't void the warranty to change them. The Xbox ones you do. PS4, they that was part of their marketing thing. You didn't void the warranty to change your hard drive.
Oh, what am I thinking of then?
The Xbox voids your warranty if you change your hard drive.
Yeah, but that's from the get-go. That's just been plug another one in.
Yeah.
But this
PS4,
is what I do.
PS4 you can do it. So obviously you've got the glossy PS4, the top slides off, and there's just one screw which holds the hard drive cover in place, which they've even indicated for you, so you know which one it is, and then you take it off and you can just slide the hard drive out and put a new one. And on the Slim and the Pro, there's a cover on the back, which is literally just a kind of like the ones they used to have on the top of the 360. It's just a catch, you put it back and you just pull the hard drive out. Again, there's a screw holding it in place, you just pull the hard drive out.
Alright.
Doesn't void the warranties.
Yeah. What was I thinking of? I don't know.
It is advised in the sense of if you put the wrong type of hard drive in, your console might not perform as well as it should do. So they sort
What do
of
you mean
say,
by the wrong type of hard drive?
because you have different types of hard drives in terms of running speeds and stuff like that.
Oh,
so if you put
like,
something stupid in,
yeah,
it
but to
might
be
not run
perfectly
properly.
honest, if you're going to replace your hard drive, you may as well go SSD.
Yeah, and in theory, if you're replacing your hard drive, you should know what you're doing, so
Yes.
you should be buying a sensible hard drive. But
Yes, but
they're essentially saying if you don't know what you're talking about, don't do it. Just
Yeah.
use a USB one. That's
Just-
what they're advising.
Yeah, use. You may as well anyway.
Yeah, because you can do 8 terabyte external hard drive on it. So.
Yeah, once you change the settings to say that everything gets saved to that, which is what I've got an external hard drive on my Xbox.
That's the thing you use the least.
Yeah, but I also have. I pretty much like, oh, that'd be cool, and then just install it
Right. Okay.
and never play it.
Fair.
Sounds about right. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and I should move it to my PlayStation really.
Partition it. Have one half on there for each.
Can't.
Okay, not.
No.
That's annoying.
Because I plugged it in to the PlayStation and just, I was like, what's this?
Had you already partitioned it?
No, I don't know what. I don't even know how.
Oh, I can do that.
But it might be too full.
If you want to test it, we can do that.
Might do.
Only one way to find out. One more news story this week. Square Enix have announced their E3 press conference time and date.
Oh, have they?
And they have taken Sony's slot.
No, Ubisoft have.
Nope. Square Enix have Sony's slot. Ubisoft are at their normal time. Square Enix broadcast will be June the 10th.
Ubisoft are on the 10th.
Yep. Square Enix.
That's not their usual time.
Yes, it is. They are the same day. Ubisoft. It's normally. It used to be typically, Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, Sony. EA then moved to their own day.
Yeah, and then Ubisoft was always.
No, Ubisoft's
Ubisoft
always
moved to
been.
last.
No, Ubisoft's always been the conference before Sony. This is the slot that they normally take. June the 10th at 6 p.m. PT, which is normally Sony's slot. 6 p.m. on the 10th is normally Sony's slot. 100%.
Pretty sure it was Sony's was always at 9.
It's not. Like, there are 100 different articles on the internet proving this.
Yeah, but I was just very convinced that it was always at 9. Sony's was always at 9.
9 p.m. ET, 6 p.m.
Oh,
ET.
Okay. That'll be it.
So
That'll
yeah,
be it.
Eastern time is 9 p.m. So yeah, it's Sony's slot. I don't think they're doing it in the same theatre that Sony normally use.
Square Enix can't afford that.
Because they can't afford it. But I hope that as they're doing it main day, because normally they do their thing on a different day. So hopefully them being...
Square Enix was...
Oh, they did do it the same day last year, didn't they?
Tom's.
Yeah, I remember.
We were at Tom's.
Hopefully this means that just to take a more prime slot, maybe
This
Avengers,
does mean I don't get a birthday.
maybe Avengers would appear.
I don't think so.
It fucking better do. It's got to appear this year, right? It's got to. Avengers has got to be present this year. Surely. Unless it's a next-gen game.
It's a next-gen game. 100%.
Either way, I want more Avengers in my life.
I just can't fathom why they announced it.
I know.
3 years ago.
I know. It's insane, isn't it?
Why did they announce it 3 years ago? What was the point?
Maybe they had intended to have it out earlier and then have changed their minds on it. Decided to go for a different attitude. Did you see that the director from Uncharted 2 is on it? The game director from Uncharted 2 is the game
Bruce
director.
Straley?
Wait, it might not be Uncharted 2. Hang on.
Uncharted 2 was Neil Druckmann.
Yeah.
Straley.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who the fuck is it? Hang on. It's definitely someone from an Uncharted team. Sean Escargi.
I don't know who that is. Other than a director of an Uncharted game. My milkshake brings...
Oh, he did Lost Legacy. That is less exciting.
That's much less exciting. Where did he get Uncharted 2 from?
I don't know.
But yeah, no,
I mean, Lost Legacy was still a good...
Oh yeah, it was a great game.
Uncharted, so.
It was a great game. I didn't really care for the story though.
No.
When did he join it?
A couple months ago.
Oh, that game's miles away then. Miles away. PS6. Like, I have zero faith in this game.
Faith in what sense? That it's going to come out or it's going to be good?
It's going to be anything worth writing home about.
I'm very concerned that it won't be, but I want to know what it is.
It won't be, because it's clearly in some form of development cycle. They wouldn't be keeping it this secret if they announced it 3 years ago. And you're just like, where is this fucking game? Do you know what's happened since this game came out?
Endgame.
They wrote, directed, acted, edited Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah. To be fair, those two films were basically
And shot.
back to back, but
They were filmed as one film.
Your point is valid. There was a 6-week break, apparently.
No, they did a 9-month shoot.
No, I was reading a thing about it yesterday. 6-week break for set changes.
Well, that doesn't count. It's a 9-month shoot.
Yeah, it's a 9-month shoot, but I mean, like in the middle between that, they shot the two, because some of stuff from Infinity War was shot simultaneously, but most of Infinity as Endgame, but they wrapped Infinity War before they wrapped Endgame, and they
obviously
they took a 6-week break in between picking up Endgame for set changes and costume changes.
Well, yes, okay, but it was a 9-month.
Yeah, it was a 9-month solid shoot. Yeah. I just think it's amusing that for 6 weeks they suddenly stopped doing stuff. Yes.
Indeed.
That's about all we have to talk about this week because it's been a shitstorm because of the way shit went wrong. And it's really annoying because this was almost 2 really solid podcasts this week.
Yes, it was. I told you something would go wrong with Press Start if we...
So out of our hands, though.
I know, but I'd still told you something would go wrong with
You did.
Press Start if we did Admit 1 first.
Yeah, you did.
But then again, if our first successful spoiler
mind
cast...
you, if this had happened during Admit 1, I would be fucking livid.
I would just not bother.
Yeah, I think so as well. Okay, cool.
The same way
Done.
we probably shouldn't really have bothered with this, a 29-minute episode.
We need to put something up.
Admit 1. Admit 1.
I mean, we could do, but now I've recorded this.
Yeah, I know.
Could put both up for Monday.
Just do thingy. Oh, I don't know. Sunday. I don't know. It's weird. I want to get it out sooner, but Sunday's a weird day. Who knows? Fuck knows.
Because we could give Admit 1 the Press Start slot Monday morning and then post this live Monday evening.
Well, this has a slot already, so there's no point changing that. No point changing that.
Just throwing ideas around.
No. We'll keep Press Start as it is, even though it's a weird, stupid episode.
It's a weird, stupid episode. But maybe we'll get more views because it's shorter.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? And if we do, we know what we're doing from now on.
Yeah, half-hour-long episodes.
Making them significantly shorter, yes. Cut out all the faff.
Yeah.
And by the faff, I just mean the irrelevant news. Like, a woman was angry at 11 for...
I deliberately kept news lesser this week.
I know.
I skipped past through so many shit news stories.
I know. That's because I told you.
Yeah, you've been working on it.
Yeah,
Getting better.
A couple of weeks ago, I just sent a text was like, I don't care. Like, I'm finding it really fucking hard to talk about these news stories that I just don't care about.
Fine, we're evolving, we're still learning. We've been working on this for a while and we got into a routine of things and then that routine changed and we didn't adapt with it.
Oh my god, stretch.
And we have so many more ideas.
Indeed.
Talking of which, this is Press Start, your weekly video game podcast, right here on Rabbit Hole Media. You can follow us on Twitter at rabbithole_UK. You can subscribe to us on YouTube where you can see us anytime you wish. You can follow us on Twitch at Rabbit Hole Media. And you can subscribe and follow us on multiple different podcast services on and around the internet.
Indeed.
As this is our Days Gone discussion video, but it's been short because it all went fucking wrong. If you'd like to see more about Days Gone, we have an unboxing video, the collector's edition, which will be on our channel. Just head there or search for it on YouTube. It will come up. Have a nose, see what you think, and there'll be a review coming your way shortly where you can get our more fleshed out
By Friday,
thoughts.
I'm locking you in.
I promise you I'm going to do my best because I'm intending 100% to get that done.
Yeah, we'll just have to put other projects on here.
As I'm doing. I'm not touching the other thing I've been doing. If anything, I can't. I've done all I can on it now until I can capture more footage.
Yeah.
And Days Gone needs to take priority.
Mm-hmm.
These will go up, but that's not going to take long.
No, of course.
So all of my time that is available is going to go into getting that done. I assure you.
Yeah, it is a difficult thing getting a review done within,
especially on this kind of game.
On this kind of game, and the fact that even the fucking professionals have more than a week.
Yeah.
And we're here with full-time jobs. Just like we've got to fucking get a review done within a week, otherwise no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
No one really gives a shit after a week.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. But
to a certain extent, reviews are pointless.
Until next time, we shall see you then.
Oh, it's too high.
Fixed it.